Okay, I'm in. I just want to talk about work. Let me turn the chat on work. What does it mean to you? I just want to just strike up something. Hold on, I'll just work. That's what I'm talking about. What does it what when you think of work, what does it mean to you? When you go into work, what do you think of? Do you think of I'm working just to get a paycheck? A lot of people they think of different things come to mind when you think of work. Do you think of responsibility? Do you think or do you think of it as being kind of chill? Do you think of it as you think of others? You know what I mean? Or what goes to your mind when you think of work? Are you there just to because when you go to work, you're working. Now this is my this is my YouTube channel that I use to upload videos about work. So this is the channel called Love is No Business, Love is Love All by Itself. So when I say love is love all by itself, that means that you don't when you go to work, you think of it as you don't need to put a price on it, it's natural, it's not based upon um like when you go to work you're going to be serious, but you're going to you're going to put your heart into your work. You're going to treat others like you want to be treated. Love means that you want to make sure that your your dishes are clean, because you want people to be able to eat out of something or be served out of something. You want them to be served out of something that's sanitized, that you have sanitized it in water and just basically soap or some kind of sanitizer or something to keep the bacteria or the germs and stuff down. When you go into work, you're not going just to represent yourself, but you're going to represent the company of the people who you're working for. So I want to let my Facebook fans know, if you want to know more about me, all you have to do is go up to where on my fan page and see where it says about, ABOUT, right up on the Facebook page, and you hit about, and you're gonna come to the website, and you can click onto the little website, and you can go straight to my YouTube page without having to get off of your Facebook page and go and type in my name in the search bar and go to YouTube. Instead of doing that, you can do it right on Facebook. Just go into the back of the Facebook where you uh you know what I mean, where you want to find out information about the person and whereabouts and about the person. Just click on about, and you're gonna come to the websites, and you'll see them behind the Facebook page. And you just click there, and you can go straight, and you'll be able to see it. You'll see you know who I am. So it's all connected together. I'm on Instagram as well too. If you want to go, I don't have much of nothing going. I'm still trying to learn how to use Instagram, but I do have a photo picture on Instagram. But I can post and I can change my pictures out, but I cannot put videos over there yet because I'm still trying to learn how to use it. But I think they say you can't put any videos on Instagram. You have to go on Instagram itself and do a video, but you can't post a video from YouTube and put it on Instagram. You can't do that. So, and for whatever reason, I don't understand. but I think you should be able to, but obviously it doesn't work that way. But like I said, I'm talking about work, getting back to that work. When you go to work, it's more, you're working for more than just yourself. So what I'm saying is, it's good to take pride in what you do. Some people say, well, how do you take pride in what you do? Which means that you you put your heart and time into it, and you treat it as though if you're at home doing something and you want something to satisfy your taste or whatever. You want to make sure that it's right, because you're not going to, if you care about your body the way that you care about the other person's body, then you're going to work, and you're going to make sure that your the dishes are sanitized, or maybe the floors are sanitized. You want to make sure everything is sanitized, so to keep down the bacteria and germs and stuff from coming in and making people sick and stuff, stuff of that nature. Like, as for, let me give you some more examples about making sure that your food is not old, contaminated. Because if the food get old and contaminated, that's why in some places, when people are, uh, let's say when they have coolers and freezers, they uses the coolers and the freezers is to keep the foods and stuff fresh, because I guess the purpose of the food being freeze, it keeps down it fights off the bacteria of the germs from it fights off the heat and stuff that can get to the food, and can I guess contaminate the food in such a bad way, until it'll just allow the food is to go bad. Because once the food gets warm and you don't have, it's not in a cool place or freezer, it can take it can take from the food. It can make it just basically the food goes bad, and it can spoil is the word that maybe that's what I'm looking for, the word that I want to use. It can spoil and go bad, and the food can get old. And if you serve somebody something old, then a number of things can happen. It can make the person sick. You know what I'm saying? That's why that I noticed that some jobs you have to like put inspiration of dates on it. Like certain foods can only keep for so many hours. You know what I mean? Like if you let's make up a scenario and say they have beans or something like that, and beans can only hold, like, let's say I'm gonna make up something and just say 36 hours. So within the 36-hour period, after the 36 hours are up, you have to throw it away. It's because after that, if it goes over that, then it can run over into a fresh another hour, another period, then it's considered no good. So they have to throw it out, and like, let's say 36 hours, 36, and you have, let's say green beans or whatever can only hold 72 hours or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That means that 72 hours is 3 days. I have that down packed. 72 hours is 3 days. 48 hours is 2 days. Let's say if I got bread in this house, a loaf of bread in here, in order for me to be able to serve people that come to my house, I would have to, let's say you make up a rule that you're going to put a mark on everything the day that you buy it. You know what I mean? And how long would you prefer it to be kept? You see what I'm saying? How long would you prefer it to be kept? You see what I'm saying? And how many, the time, what would be your time period that you would like to, like, say, okay, now it's time for me to go ahead and get rid of this here within about 3 hours, it ain't gonna be no more good. It's still good now. So what I'm trying to say is that's when you keep up with the time periods in which you buy, in which you are buying something or you have bought something, and you don't let it go over the time period and try to sell something that's maybe 3 hours old or 4 hours old. You want to give it to the person as fresh as possible. The fresher you give it to the person, the less disease and sicknesses that the person will receive. You see what I'm saying? Within themselves, because what you're actually doing, you are actually saying, hey, you care about your customers so to the point to where you are actually saying, hey, I care about you. I'm not going to give you this here because this is old and I don't want you to get sick. And when you give them something fresh, you're actually saving them from getting sick. You're actually keeping them in good health. You're helping that person stay in good health. That's what you're doing when you work in a restaurant and when you work on a job, because what you're doing, you're keeping up with all of the products that are there. You see what I'm saying? You're keeping up with all of the you know what I mean? You keep everything dated. You make sure that after a certain time period up, after so many days are up, like if you got something you want to like keep it, you put a date on it, and the inspiration date will be up in on a Friday or on the 5th or whatever. You make sure that the day's date doesn't go over that. You know, you want to make sure that you serve it within that 4 day period. Once the 5th day period is up, then it's after a certain amount of hours, then it's old, because that time 5 days is up. You see what I'm saying? 5 days will be up probably. So there are 12 hours in a day, right? There are 12 hours in a day, and 12 hours in a day, and let's see here, 12 hours in a day. Let's see, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna say, I could be wrong. Maybe about 6 hours in a night, 12 days during the day, like that's daylight, and maybe 12 hours in a day and 6 hours. I'm just gonna say 6 hours in a night. I know that can be wrong or whatever. So between let's see here. Done is before day. You know what I'm saying? Done is before day. So I guess I'm gonna have to learn how to break all this down in logic. Maybe I did do it. I don't know. You tell me how you think I did with this here, because I'm trying to get familiar with the numbers and stuff. But anyway, you know what? I wanted to test myself. But I do. This is the channel that I talk about work and taking pride in what you're doing. So what I'll do, I will post this on to my Facebook page. I guess I will, on my African Black Love website. And you all give me your feedback and tell me what you think about what you just heard. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Now I'm out. All right.